Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing great. I want to tell you about something that's coming in just merely a few days, a cycle that is ending and a new one that is beginning. And there is about to be a transition in that, starting around ending this cycle on the September 24th and this transition going from the 24th to essentially the 5th of October. And we're going to talk about that and how it is going to absolutely change your life, even though you may not understand it or see what happened in that amount of time, okay? Now, a little bit of baseline. For the last 2 years, I have been teaching people on this channel the importance of understanding investment cycles and why they happen, right? The events leading up to the peak of a cycle, the most excitement, and then what brings that cycle down, like a crash. I've talked before about my past in investing in 1998 in tech stocks, getting out right before the dot-com crash, even though I still lost my tail in a bunch of speculative plays. Bets, what they were. Then investing in real estate early on in 2001, selling off all my real estate by 2006 and getting ready. I didn't know what I was investing in. I didn't understand cycles, economic cycles, and how they change, but yet how they're identical, how they're always the same. There's these repeatable patterns that are absolutely unbelievable. And one of those patterns ends this year. Actually, and when I mean this year, I mean on the Jewish calendar. And I've explained so many times, but I want to go over it again because this video may go out to one person, it may go out to a million. Quite frankly, I only believe that it's going to go mostly to people that are wise, people that understand how to take knowledge and use the knowledge for their benefit. That's called wisdom, right? You could be super smart, but be a complete moron, right? We all know people like that. And there are a lot of people in this world that are very confused and they think that there's a few people in control, like puppet masters. But quite frankly, what's happening is those people that you think are super powerful actually know and understand exactly what I'm about to teach you right now. And I want you to be able to see it beforehand and identify parts of it. Now, there's going to be fools and mockers that watch videos like this, and they're just going to be mockers and fools. That's just, you can't change those people, right? Only they can change themselves. But quite frankly, I'm not here for them. I'm here for a few select human beings around this earth that have the wisdom and the peace in their heart and mind to be able to take this information and run with it, because we have an awesome, awesome opportunity. More people become wealthy during bad times than during good times, all right? Now that's one thing I wanted to explain to you. Second thing I want to explain to you. The tides on this earth, the force that pulls the oceans out into sea and then bring the tidal surge in to the land are based on one thing, and that is the power of the moon. All right, and I know you're probably thinking, Economic Ninja, this is not normal economic news or information. Why are we talking about this? It's because the reason why it's so powerful and important that you understand this is that is what pulls and tugs on our human bodies. Our human bodies are made mostly of water, so you can only imagine the power that the sun, the stars, and the moon have over our emotions, all right? That's why you're seeing so much emotional tension in the last couple of years, because literally as of September 24th, we end a cycle of 7 Shemitas. If you don't know what it is, look it up. Check out the book, The Harbinger by Jonathan Cahn. It'll change your life. Simply because you will learn something that you've never known, all right? And these cycles affect economics and growing wealth. And they are very, very amazingly accurate. Now, there is something happening right now in the solar system that happens every so often, about every 50 years. You can literally set a time clock to it. The last time this happened was 2008. Before that was the Cuban Missile Crisis, and before that was the 1929 crash of the stock market. There is an alignment going on, and it is absolutely undeniably clear. And what kicks this off is the Feast of Trumpets, I believe. It's Rosh Hashanah. It goes from September 25th to the 27th, all right? And it's not it's during sundown and then sundown, okay? Then from there, we move on to Yom Kippur, which the dates are from October 4th to October 5th. Now, the reason why I said we just stopped 7 cycles of Shemitas, there is something called a Shemitah. It is a 7-year period in which by the end of the 7 years, you are to wipe out the debts of those that owe you money. I know it sounds crazy because our world is not built on that anymore. Okay, we've went away from that. Human beings have went away from that. And it's not the way it's supposed to be, but we went away from it. And so everything got really messed up the last few centuries. And what has happened is these cycles of recessions and then depressions that have happened because of that fact. Debt has gotten too crazy. People have become slaves to the debt, and that's not how it's supposed to be. So at the end of 7 years, 7 cycles of 7 years, there has to be this event. It's the 50th year, because 7 times 7 is 49. There's one more year, makes the 50th year. It's called the Year of Jubilee, right? That starts between the 25th and 27th. And what you're going to see is something very amazing. And I want you to open up your eyes and your ears to what is about to happen, because you are about to see emotional tension from that period all the way through this next year. Massive, massive emotional tension on human beings all around the world. And it's going to play out in the markets. Now, I've told you before that if the euro collapses, we have weeks left before the dollar collapses. And I stand by that. When that will happen, I do not know. Do I know that there will be things starting the end of this September, going all the way through the year, that will affect capital markets, equity markets, all kinds of markets around the world? Yes. Do I believe that we are headed for an epic collapse in the way that we think markets should act or be? Yes. Around the world, world leaders have been telling you that you are about to experience pain, life is about to change. Now, I believe that every single one of you listening to this right now has a choice, and that is a choice to choose bondage, which is debt, or freedom, which is wealth and being able to choose your own path. Okay? Have you heard the old adage, those that say that money can't buy you everything are poor? It's actually true. It can't buy you happiness, right? Happiness comes within, but it does buy you a lot of options, right? And that's just the truth. And that's what I want for every single one of you that are listening to this. I want you to be able to have the choice to do what you want to do in life. That brings happiness. But inside, you've got to find that happiness before you get to that point, right? If you're a jerk now, you're going to be a bigger jerk when you're rich. If you're a good person now, you're going to be a good person when you're rich, and you're going to be able to have more resources to help people, right? So I believe right now, and I'm declaring this, that this video is only going to be heard, especially from this point on. The crappy people, they've already left. The fools, they've already turned off. They've already made their funny remark on the comment section, which, trust me, I don't care. Everyone at this point are solid human beings. This is not to strike fear into you. This is to get you excited. This is to get you pumped. You have been preparing for this moment for either 10 years, 20 years, or maybe even 2 years or 2 months. But the fact is, you find yourself here right now, and you are about to see a transformation in the economies, which I believe will be akin to what we saw during the 1929 crash. And I'm telling you right now that I want you to hold your head up high and get excited. Start to be grateful that you are in the position you are in right now, okay? Regardless of how much you think you have prepared. And I'm not telling you that the world is going to end. It's not going to end on the 24th. It's actually going to begin. A thrilling time. Stop looking at what you don't have and what you didn't do to prepare. We all have regrets. I do too. Look at how grateful you are for being here right now. We are going to go through an amazing transformation in the economy, and I plan on being here with you, if the Lord wants it, the entire way, because that's my destiny. And your destiny is to change this world. When everything converges, you're going to be able to witness what I witnessed in 2008 because I was prepared as I could be when I came home and watched the Dow Jones fall 777 points in one day, which equaled 7% loss. You can't make this stuff up. And it was a cycle of 7 years since what happened in 2001. We are going to witness, and I believe this over every single person watching this right now, a transformation in human beings, human behavior. There are going to be a lot of people that are scared. There are going to be a lot of people that are pumped. There are going to be a lot of people that are just have a lot of answers or questions. And we're all going to be there for those people, the people that have questions. And we are going to win. I really have no expectations of this video, actually. I wanted to put it out so that it goes out to the right people, and I believe it's going to go out to you. This was meant for you today. I'm so grateful to be a part of your life. Even if you're brand new to this channel, you're here for a reason. And I have nothing but hope and excitement, even though it is going to get gnarly and scary for a lot of people. I just wanted to share this with you. Start looking up what the Year of Jubilee is. There's a lot of confusion on the internet about it, and there's a reason for that. Because the powers that be do not want you knowing about this very, very important calendar, this very important time frame, this cycle. And quite frankly, I'm sure the algorithm won't like it either. But you know what? I don't care. Because the most important thing that you need to know right now is that you were chosen for a time like this. You have everything inside of you need. Regardless of how ready you are, this is going to get really awesome. And I really do mean that. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sharing these videos. You are the reason why this channel is a success, not me. With that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.